We had a lightning strike. That's what happened to the sound equipment. Show at 4:30.
All righty, I show that it's 4:30. Let's call to order the City of Bella Vista Board of Zoning Adjustments. Call the roll, please.
Ellis.
Here.
Farner.
Here.
Plesson.
Here.
Sudbury.
Here.
Portillo.
Here.
Wagner.
Here.
Lloyd.
Here.
All right, we're all present. Next on our agenda is our regular meeting minutes from March 9th.
I make a motion they be approved as accepted.
Got a motion, as written, we got a motion from Farner,
Second.
second from Portillo. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, meeting minutes are approved. We have nothing under unfinished business and one item for new business. Zoning variance 2026-63992, a variance request on a retaining wall placement at 85 Roundtree Drive. Planner LaRue.
Good afternoon, board members. Yes, so the applicant is requesting a variance to allow for an unpermitted retaining wall located at 85 Roundtree Drive. The wall is contemporary with the construction of the neighboring 87 Roundtree Drive, constructed in 2023. The applicant expresses concerns that without the walls, the steep nature of the lot would cause significant erosion issues onto the neighboring properties. Staff finds that the wall has been placed per the applicant's action, so the variance request does not meet all three zoning variance criteria. Staff also will note that several other items do not meet permitting outside of the variance request, including the need for the portion of the wall within the right-of-way and the neighboring property owner to be removed. The owner will also have to seek a release from the developer to proceed forward. Staff would also note that if the walls are under 4 feet, a variance request would not be needed. These walls measure just above 4 feet, so it would require a retaining wall permit as well. There was no public comment at the time of this report, and all legal notifications have been met. Staff is recommending denial as not all review criteria have been met. I'll also note that the applicant did provide a letter from their engineer, which I presented before you all for your consideration.
All righty. Any questions for staff? All righty. Is the applicant present? Yes, ma'am. Come on up and state your name and address for the record, and you can plead your case.
Okay, my name is Laura, and so the retaining wall that was built back.
What's your address?
Oh, sorry, 85 Roundtree.
Okay.
Oh, so
Yes,
go.
yeah.
Okay. So the wall was built in 2023. It was technically supposed to be on 87 Roundtree, and it ended up being on 85 Roundtree, but it didn't show on the original site plan. And the person that I had hired to project manage it, I guess he called either the ACC or the planning department, and they said if it's under 4 feet, you don't need a permit. And so we just continued to build it, and then they came and did the C of O with the wall there, and they approved everything. So that was done in 2023. And then, so I went to go build on the next lot next to it, and then it didn't become an issue until I went to go get my C of O. And they were like, oh, this wall's illegal, and you need to get it permitted, so that's what I'm trying to do. And I can't move the wall closer to the house because it would deal with a lot of structural issues that it wouldn't work. And that wall we can pull out, and the one that goes into 87 on the tail, that one can be removed too. But that wall, as you can see, it's pretty needed. If it's pulled out, it's gonna, that house like 85 will be okay, but the neighboring lot on 87, over time it would be, it would deal with erosion. Like the soil would wash down, because you can see it's on a hill.
So does this wall belong to the house in the picture or the house next to it?
It belongs to 85, the one in the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to keep the lot next to it, 87, safe from, if we remove that wall, it would, over time, the dirt would wash into that lot next to it. And I've already talked to an engineer to see if it's possible, if we remove the wall, if we could change the grading to where the water flow doesn't go to 87, but it isn't, because it has to be like within 5 feet of the property line, and so it wouldn't work to change the grading to allow, like, as you can see, it's a lot higher, the ground on 85 compared to 87. And so I've been talking with the ACC too, and they are working on getting a release from the developer. And I've already talked to the utility companies, and they said that they have ways of working around the wall if they need to run lines for the utilities, which is in the letter from the engineer. So,
Okay.
do you all have any questions for me?
Any questions for the applicant?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
This is not a new build. This has been here since 2023.
The wall, yes.
The wall, not the
wall
house.
originally should have belonged to 87 Roundtree, but this house, the bluish gray house, that is a new construction.
Okay.
That it's been completed since October, but I can't give my C of O until we clear up the wall, the retaining wall issue.
Okay, so, yeah, it just,
So, but the wall has been there since 2023. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
My understanding is if it was a couple inches shorter, we wouldn't have this problem. Why can't you just make it a couple inches shorter?
Oh, I can do that, but I don't think that's necessarily the problem. The problem is that it's in an easement, or that it's on the property line. I think that's the issue, right?
Well, the staff report says staff says if the wall was under 4 foot, a variance request may not be needed. So can we get that clarified?
Right, yeah, so the wall between the two houses measures just over 4 feet. The other wall under 4, the smaller wall under 4 feet would not require a permit and a variance as well.
So if that's, I'm sorry, I thought it was that it was in an easement. That's what, but if it's just that I need to remove a couple inches, that's very doable. That I can just take a quartz off the wall.
I think I'm still confused.
I am too.
Taylor?
I am too.
I was gonna wait for staff's rebuttal portion, but if you're done, I don't wanna take any of your time from you.
No, you're fine.
Okay, we'll go ahead and switch over to the next one. For staff's, just additional thoughts. So just for clarification, and also for your benefit as well. So in 2023, we did oversee walls over 2.5 feet or taller, and that meant that setbacks apply. And so I'm not sure where the under 4 foot comment came from. I know in the letter it's clarified that they actually called the ACC, and the ACC said that. I'm not sure, we don't know. But essentially, this wall's been unpermitted. We've been trying to get it into compliance. New code still requires walls over 4 feet to comply with setbacks. Thus, that's why we're only focusing on this wall. The smaller wall, that they provided pictures of, we're not looking at, you guys aren't looking at. That doesn't apply to setbacks. However, this wall I think is 4.2 feet. But if it was under 4 feet or 3.9, for example, then the zoning code wouldn't apply to it. You would just have to ensure that the property owner is okay with it, and then any other private requirements such as the ACC, the easement release, we don't oversee that. You would have to work that out with them.
So the question is, if that wall is not 4 feet tall, then no variance is required.
Correct.
Okay, so if I just remove
So you
one
can
quartz.
request to remove your variance request from this board tonight, and we will take no action and go take a course off your wall, and
Okay,
good luck in working things out with your neighbor.
okay, awesome, thank you.
Is that correct?
I think whatever other issues are left are private issues, that would satisfy the city. So, yes, ma'am, that's all you need to do.
Okay,
So I need you to say that officially, that you request to be, that this item be
yes.
removed from our agenda and not heard
You want to
tonight.
withdraw your application for variance?
okay, I would like to withdraw my application for variance.
Okay.
And I will remove the quartz, and then I don't need a permit from you guys?
You won't, if it's under 4 feet, you do not need a permit from us.
You'll just update your grading plan to show it, which I believe you might have already done, but we can discuss that
Yeah, I
after
was
the.
gonna say, you won't need a variance, which is what this group is dealing with.
Okay.
You may still need to deal with the staff to iron out any further issues, but it's not gonna involve these folks.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a
All
good
right,
evening.
thank you, you have a great evening. All right, so we will consider zoning variance 2026-63992 withdrawn, and we will take no action on it. With that, do we have anything for open discussion?
No, she withdrew it.
Do we have anything for open discussion?
Not for the BZA.
All righty. With that, we will adjourn the BZA, and we will move to their planning commission meeting. All right, we ready, Sarah? All right, let's call to order the City of Bella Vista Planning Commission meeting. Call the roll, please.
Ellis,
Here.
Garner,
Here.
Plesson,
Here?
Sudbury,
Here.
Portillo,
Here.
Wagner. Here. Lloyd.
Here.
All righty, we do have a quorum and everybody's present. Next on our agenda is our regular meeting minutes from March 9th.
I make a motion to accept.
We got a motion from Portillo,
Second.
second from Sudbury. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, meeting minutes are approved. Next up, we have our public input session. If there's anybody in the audience that would like to address the commission concerning any published or non-published item other than our rezoning, now would be your only opportunity, and if you would, come up and state your name and address for the record. All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close our public input session. We have nothing for unfinished business. First up, we have rezone 2026-63851. All right. A question to rezone subject property from residential estate to agricultural preservation at 8206 Spanker Ridge Drive. Planner Grady.
Are we better now? Okay, sorry about that.
That's
Good
okay.
afternoon, Commissioners. This property is located in the southeast area of Bella Vista along Spanker Ridge Drive. The applicant is requesting a rezone for residential estate to agricultural preservation to better serve the existing land use surrounding their property. They're surrounded by residential estate to the north and west, with the remaining properties to the east and south, which fall outside of our city limits and outside the city's zoning regulations, are residential properties. The future land use map designates this property as future neighborhoods. The master street plan classifies Spanker Ridge Drive as non-classified. Back in November of 2025, the applicant submitted 2 variance requests, one to allow placement of a movable chicken coop within the front yard, the other to permit a front yard fence that exceeded the 3-foot height requirement. Both requests were ultimately withdrawn by the applicant. Following discussions at that planning commission meeting and coordination with staff, the applicant elected to request this rezone. While the subject property does not fully meet the minimum 5-acre lot requirement for the agricultural preservation zoning district, staff finds it generally meets the intent of the code. The overall development pattern remains consistent with the surrounding area, as well as maintains the character of low-density residential. The schedule of permitted uses within the requested zoning district supports the goals of the 2040 comp plan for low-density residential. No public comments have been received. All legal notices were given according to code requirements. Based on this analysis and the surrounding land use, staff recommends agricultural preservation at this time.
Any questions for staff? Is the applicant present? You can go ahead and come up and state your name and address for the record, please.
Ryan Blue, appearing here for Mark Pierce. I'll let Mark state his name and address.
Mark Pierce, 8206 Spanker Ridge Drive.
Hello. Is there anything you'd like to add to the staff report?
Not at this time.
All righty. Are there any questions for the applicant? All right, if you would take a quick seat, we'll conduct our public hearing on this and then call you back up to the podium.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, we'll go ahead and open for the public hearing. If there's anybody in the audience that would like to address the commission concerning this rezoning request, if you would come up and state your name and address for the record, and we will give you up to 5 minutes to address the commission. All right, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing session of this and ask the applicant to come back up to the podium. There's not a whole lot to add to the public comment period, is there?
No, there's not.
Is there anything you'd like to add to the commission right now?
Not at this time.
Commissioners, any questions or comments? If not, can I get a motion to recommend to City Council approval of rezoning request 2026-63851?
So moved.
Got a motion from Parner,
Second.
second from Lloyd. Call the roll, please.
Lloyd,
Yes.
Plesson,
Yes.
Sudbury,
Yes.
Farner,
Yes.
Portillo,
Yes.
Wagman,
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes. That'll take you on to City Council. Thank you. Next up, we have temporary use permit 2026-63857, a type B temporary use permit for a fireworks stand at 8862 West McNeely Road, Planter High.
All right, thank you. This property is located along the southern border of Bella Vista city limits and is Lot 1, Block 1 of the Wishing Springs Commercial Subdivision. Zoning Code Section 109-038 establishes the standards and procedures for temporary uses that conform to the intent of the zoning district in which they are located. And the applicant is requesting this temporary use permit to place a temporary fireworks stand near the Wishing Springs Art Gallery at 8862 West McNeely Road. It'll operate from June 22nd until July 5th, from the hours of 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. The subject parcel is owned by Village Art Club and serves as the permanent location of the Wishing Springs Art Gallery. It can be found, again, near the intersection of McNeely Road and Bella Vista Way. The master street plan lists McNeely Road and Bella Vista Way as major arterials, and the future land use lists the subject property for future park/open space. The applicant has requested and been granted conditional use permits to operate a firework tent on this parcel since 2014, and this year's tent operation mirrors that of all the previous requests. The firework tent will occupy an area of 40 feet by 80 feet, be no taller than 15 feet, and will maintain 20 feet of separation from the Wishing Springs Art Gallery, conforming to all height and setback standards of the C3 district. All standards have been met, as mentioned on page 2 and 3 of this staff report, and it is a type B temporary use, so it did not require a public hearing. However, I instinctively sent a public hearing notice to the paper on March 29th, and we posted a sign on the property on March 27th. So, but due to the analysis above, staff recommends approval of this request.
Any questions for staff? I had one that was asked at the work session. At what point can we just make this permanent or reoccurring every year instead of making these folks come out here for the same thing that's been there longer than the city's existed?
And then I provided that we would looking at the temporary use section of code in our
We-
audit.
We probably would need to make some sort of a code adjustment, but just off the top of my head, there are certain conditions you could put. Can I think about it and get back with you on that?
It would be fantastic.
I'd be glad to do that, because there are all sorts of conditions you can put on these. Time is one of them, and the question I've got in my head is, could you say allow it every year from June through August or something? Yeah,
I think
something along those lines.
we could say that it needs to line up with state statutes. I believe.
You could do that.
I think the state says exactly when you can sell fireworks
I
and
think so.
cannot.
I think so. So, I think they've come today for an application. We'll take care of them this year, and certainly that's something we could maybe look at not having to do again after next year.
It would be fantastic if we could do this one more
Because
time.
I was
and be
just
done
thinking
with
about,
it.
I think this might be the dozenth time or more that,
Oh, we've been doing this every year since we've been a city,
Yeah.
for these folks.
I know.
So, all right. I think that's answered my question. Any other questions? Go ahead, and you might as well come up and give your piece, sir, one more time.
Ryan Blue on behalf of Merrimack Specialty Company, and I do not have anything else to add.
Do we have any questions for applicant? If not, can I get a motion to approve temporary use permit 2026-63857 at 8862 West McNeely Road with staff conditions of approval?
So moved.
Got a motion from Farner,
Second.
second from Sedbury. Call the roll, please.
Plesson,
Yes.
Sudbury,
Yes.
Farner,
Yes.
Portillo,
Yes.
Wagman,
Yes.
Lloyd,
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes. All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you very much.
You have a good one. Next up, we have a minor plat, 2026-63839, located at 2726 Bella Vista Way. Trails Manager Workman.
The subject site, known as lots 1 and 4 of the Anderson Heights subdivision, is situated southwest of the intersection of Oldham Drive, a sub-collector, and Bella Vista Way, a major arterial, as identified by our adopted master street plan. The future land use plan recommends a mix of uses to include open space, park, and neighborhood use in this area. The applicant is here to propose the dedication of new public easements associated with the development of the Austrails Bike Park, along with the vacation of existing private easements. For Lot 1, the dedications include a variable width utility easement, a 7-foot wide access easement, and a 26-foot wide access easement. The vacations for Lot 1 include a 10-foot wide private access easement and then a 15-foot wide private utility easement. On Lot 4, the dedication includes a variable width access easement. No public comments have been received and all staff comments have been addressed by the applicant. For these reasons, we are recommending approval of this request.
Any questions for staff? The applicant come up, state your name and address for the record, and you can add to the staff report as you see fit.
Good afternoon, Taylor Lindley with Crafton Toll Associates. Nothing to add to the staff report, and I believe we discussed it in detail at the work session, but if you have any follow-up questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.
Any questions for the applicant? All right, seeing none, can we get a motion to approve plat 2026-63839?
So,
Got a motion from Farner,
second?
second from Klesson. Call the roll, please.
Sudbury,
Yes.
Farner,
Yes.
Portillo,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Lloyd,
Yes,
Wesson,
Yes.
Ellis.
Abstain. All righty, that ends our new business for tonight. Do we have anything from committee reports?
None at this time.
All right, anything for open discussion?
Just an update for the code audit that we've been working on. We'll probably be bringing that to you guys next work session on April 30th for an open discussion item and then a formal item on the following cycle.
May 28th then, or something
Correct.
like that. Okay. All righty, any other? I'm sorry,
I'm not sure I understood what she said.
we're going to have some code updates that she's going to present to us on April the 30th at our work session
Okay.
as an open discussion item and then a formal agenda item at our next meeting after that. Anything else? All righty, the city council work session will be on Monday, April the 20th at 5:30 PM with the regular meeting on Monday, April 27th at 6 PM. We have our next work session on April 30th at 4:30 PM with the Board of Zoning Adjustment meeting on May 13th, directly followed by our Planning Commission meeting at 4:30 PM.
One small correction.
Oh,
Work
yeah.
sessions are now at 6 PM.
Say
So
what?
for city
What?
council,
oh.
Not
city
you guys.
Sorry.
no,
City council work session is at 6 PM.
correct.
Boy, we've got to get these announcements right, y'all,
Yeah.
because if it's on paper, that's what I read.
I know, you're gonna read what's written. That's staff's fault.
All right, so are we good then?
Yes.
All right, awesome. With that, we stand adjourned. Thank you all.